Ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we are going to take a look at the Battle Pass tank. And something I don't understand, I don't quite get it, is on Wargaming's Discord server, they said on there's a little snippet of basically this is the last, something like the last Battle Pass tank. I don't know what they mean by that, if they're actually stopping Battle Pass tanks or not. I know there was going to be a change, but yeah, so whether or not if that's what they meant, but this could potentially be the last Battle Pass tank, at least until they change something. But yeah, what is the tank like, and of course, is it worth buying? It is the Outcast, so it's a decent tank. It's a Czechoslovakian tank, and yeah, it's okay. It looked great. It really does look a fantastic tank. It is a heavy tank. In fact, it does kind of play like a medium tank, but it is in fact a heavy tank. So, of course, straight off the bat, yes, it is worth buying. The tank is worth buying because of the Battle Pass itself. As I have said for the last however many years, that the Battle Passes, as much as people are frustrated with them because they're boring, but I still say they are worth buying because of everything that you get. You know, the gold at the end, the free XP, the tank, the tier 4 tank that you get at the start. It is really worth buying, like if you've got the money, of course. So the Outcast, the turret of this thing is 149 millimeters, and so is the hull. So yes, it's not the best, but you will be able to get some bounces, especially on that turret and even on the hull, when you are higher tier at least. Not so much when you are lower tier, but the armor profile can still get you bounces. So your DPM is 1781, so yeah, not the greatest of DPMs, but to be fair, for what it is okay. 7.58 on your reload. So your penetration is 152 on your AP, APCR is 195, your HE pen is 42. You've got a 225 alpha gun on that AP, 180 on your APCR, and 270 on your HE. So for me, that is a downfall with the alpha. It is a heavy tank. Yes, you're doing sort of low alpha. The reload 8 seconds for that alpha. I do think that the alpha could be upped a little bit, even if its AP pen is like 250. But yeah, with the AP pen 225, the APCR at 180, some of your shots, especially using APCR, you could get like 120, 130. So yeah, for a heavy tank, that is pretty low for what it is. Aim time, again, it isn't the best at 3.9, the same as the gun dispersion at 0.344, and it does have 7 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 41 kilometers per hour. So yeah, I mean, it's not a tank that I overly enjoy. It's not like, wow, this is amazing. You've got some Battle Pass tanks out there. You know, you've got the Agent, you've got the Cryos, and a few other tanks. Yeah, it looks great. It really does look fantastic. I love the light at the on the front of the turret as well. So yeah, Wargaming have done an amazing job at making it look great. But yeah, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. You know, it is an average tank, a balanced tank that can perform. You can get bounces. And obviously people can penetrate you. It's just one of those average tanks. Nothing too special about the tank at all, but just normal. It is just a normal tank, you know. It's balanced, of course, unlike some of the other Battle Pass tanks. So some Battle Pass tanks really are bad. But yeah, I don't think this is bad in sort of any way. I honestly just think it is an average tank that could be actually improved. You know, I'd love that higher alpha, or more alpha, shall I say. If not, maybe a little bit more gun depression. I know it does have 7 degrees of gun depression, but yeah, with the alpha that it's got, the armor profile that it's got, I would have liked to have seen it with sort of maybe 9 or 10 with the gun depression. But yeah, it is what it is. Maybe if it did have 10 degrees of gun depression, it might not be as it might be too OP. And of course the accuracy, as you just seen there, it can suffer. The accuracy really can suffer. The same, the aim time, you know, is what it is. It isn't massive, but yeah, you can really struggle with the accuracy. So make sure that you do aim your shots, otherwise you really will suffer with that. So yeah, we've got no bounces at the moment at all. We've only done sort of 600 damage, and as you can see here, I mean, the penetration, yeah, it isn't the greatest. As I've said, that is a tier 5, but at the end of the day, it is an AT2, which is probably one of the better armor AT tanks. Like, I wish the whole line followed the AT2, but it just kind of got weaker. The armor profile, the further you go up the line, has just got weaker. So yeah, the AT2 is actually a really good tank when played correctly. So yeah, we bounced 180 here, not too much at all. We're on 1300 damage. We are going to get this this kill on the AT2. Not quite sure on his clan name there, like GA-YS. Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed, but you know, it is what it is. So just 3 tanks left alive. The Churchill 3 here. We're going to go for a on-the-move shot. Yeah, it's not great at that either. So it is one of those tanks that you really do have to sit. You really do have to aim your shot. Again, I hit the only part of the tank that won't pen. That was my fault. I should have aimed. I did see where it hit, so yeah, I wasn't surprised at that bounce. But yeah, it's, again, as I've said, it is one of those tanks that is just an average tank, nothing too special. So if you do want to get the battle pass and thinking that you're going to get a really good tank, think again, because you're really not. You're just going to get an average tank for what it is. But again, don't buy the battle pass just for the tank, guys. Honestly, don't buy the battle pass. It's cheap enough, to be fair, for a tier 6 tank. But yeah, it's everything that you get with the battle pass. And that is why it is worth always getting the battle pass. I mean, look, you get that the Valentine Mark IV there, 500,000 credits at the start. You get some kit coins as well, some gold, and of course you fill up the vaults as well. So you get the gold there, you get the free XP, and of course you get the credit. So it definitely is worth buying the battle pass. Who knows what it's going to be like next month, whether, I don't know what Wargaming, whether they worded it wrong or whether this in fact is going to be the last battle pass tank, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye. With